Welcome to the Huddle Podcast. It is Wednesday, the 14th, still, and it's way too late to even talk about how late we're recording this. But we're here. I don't know when this will be uploaded, so we'll see. A lot can change. We are talking about the divisional rounds in the playoffs, and then we're also going to talk about the head coaching carousel, because it's been a whirlwind. We touched on this a couple weeks ago. I'm just going to kick it off as quick as possible. How do I word this? Who is the best? Goose is doing backflips. Who is the best head coach who's the Ben Johnson of this? Who's the John Harbaugh?
Who's the most sought out modified?
Who is the belle of the ball of this NFLC head coaching carousel?
Well, I wouldn't use John Harbaugh as an example because the closest thing to John Harbaugh is probably Jim Harbaugh. But
that's what I mean. Sorry. It's late, dude.
But me personally,
back to the Huddle Podcast, guys. Oh, wait, did we already do that?
Cut me some slack, boys.
I think what you meant to say is, from a team's perspective, who is the most attractive coach hire for?
Yes, thank you. Save the clip.
Yeah.
Aiden, do you want to?
I think it's tough. I really think Stefanski is number one in my book. I just think what he did in Cleveland was pretty impressive. He won 2 Coach of the Years in Cleveland. He brought them to the playoffs for the first time in 30 years, won them a playoff game the first time in 30 years. I think that's very impressive. On top of that, he didn't have the options available to him. He didn't get to pick the quarterback. He didn't get to choose if Deshaun Watson was coming in or not.
He didn't get to pick much of anything in Cleveland.
That hinders your ability so much, to the point where you look at that and you're like, what he did with what he had, I thought was impressive. So I think he's probably number one in my book. You guys?
Yeah, I think that Stefanski is a fair option. I also think that if you can get Tomlin, I think that that's pretty clean. He was there in Pittsburgh for 19 years for a reason. All of them are really good options. I think that it does depend on the team. I think that, even Mike McDaniels is a good hire for a lot of teams, depending on what they already have set up defensively. If you're the Jets, why not get Mike McDaniels? You know what I mean? Keep him there for a few years, build up an offense. You already have some defensive players who have, potential futures. Same with the other New York team and the Giants. You have a bunch of weapons now on offense. Imagine McDaniels putting in a good scheme with Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, all these guys. I think that it is heavily influenced by what team it is, but all of them are good in my opinion.
I'm going to go safe here. Tomlin or Harbaugh, I don't hate either ones you guys said, but Tomlin went to the dance every year with guys like Mason Rudolph, with guys like Kenny Pickett. They were so
Super Bowl winning.
He was so good at coaching that is true. He was so good at coaching that they couldn't tank because of him. That's pretty impressive. Now let me flip the question. Who is your guys' dark horse who you think isn't getting talked about a bunch? Who should be? I'm going to go first. I think it's Daboll. I've spoken about it many times on this podcast. I think he's a really good... he did wonders for the Bills, and I think he just wasn't given a fair shake, especially this year. Why keep him this year? Makes no sense for the Giants to keep him. And then he only gets what? He only coached Jackson Dart 2-3 games before he got canned?
Yeah.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah.
But he didn't get much leeway, so... And everyone loved him, so I don't know. Who's your guys' dark horse?
I don't know that I have a dark horse. I think that when it in a similar question line though, I think that the bigger thing is there's coaches that haven't been fired yet. I think Todd Bowles. Why are you still there? I think if you look at the Bengals, Zach Taylor, what
That
what are you
is
doing
that
with
not
him?
insane that every
I
coach
think
in our
it's
division
crazy.
got fired, but ours?
Yeah, I think it's nuts.
Who
You guys
I
were
don't
the
think.
only really justified one. I mean,
Thank
like,
you.
seriously.
I don't think anyone would argue if I said we had the worst coach in that division, and somehow we're going back with them.
By a long shot, you had the worst coach. Like, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
You had Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen, and then you had Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I think that it's just surprising that these. I forgot what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought
Even
so bad.
Bears upset that Zach Taylor's staying. Even Bears like, no, please, come on.
Oh my god.
She only watched one season.
Yeah, I know. It'll do it. It'll do it to you. I think there's a couple OCs in the league that will probably get some head coaching interviews. I think ours is one of them. Dan Pitcher, I think he's one of them.
Should get a head coaching job in the building, maybe.
Dude.
What do you guys think about Robert Saleh? Can I interest you in
he
that?
He deserves a second chance for sure.
Anyone who goes to the Jets deserves a second chance.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And look what he's done. I mean, the defense isn't great, to be fair. But look what he's working with. A bunch of practice squad guys.
Yeah, and I think it's better than what their level would be set at with a lot of other coaches. I remember what I was going to say a second ago when we were speaking about the AFC North. In Rodgers' press conference, before he blew up and that clip was out there of him swearing to the last reporter before he left, he did talk about Mike Tomlin and what he thought about him. And he had mentioned how he thinks that, the consistency part of him doesn't really warrant moving off of a coach. Teams have to think about that. And he was saying that, the media and the outside noise, he thinks affects the league nowadays in that it pushes coaches out of the building faster. And I think that that's probably true. I mean, like, look at the Eagles situation. Nick Sirianni makes a Super Bowl. We're talking about him on the hot seat. Look at the guys that were there prior. The guy from the Cowboys there, McCarthy. And then before that, it was, I can't remember his name. They won with Nick Foles. I'm blanking on his name right now. But all these guys had success. Andy Reid had success with the Eagles, and they're gone. They were gone. They don't care. But a lot of it is because of outside noise.
There's Chiefs fans that want Andy Reid gone, which I think is insanity.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Did you guys see Steve Bisciotti, the owner of the Ravens? He obviously has been doing press conferences.
Okay, yes, I wanted to talk about this bad.
This is insane. First of all, let's get to the first point is he called up Jim and fired him over the phone.
No, it's even worse. They met with him, and then as he's driving away from the facility, they didn't even have the gall to do it in person.
Which, I mean, whatever. Insane. I guess you can slide that under the rug. Then
he's been there since 2008, by the way. We were 6.
Yes.
Like, let's call it what it is.
I know what a football was.
We were 6. Like,
and then he has the audacity in the next interview. They ask him if the Ravens make the playoffs, is Jim still in the building? And he says, "Yeah, for one more week."
Yeah,
bro. I know you're a billionaire and you own a football team, but like the disrespect and the balls you have,
especially
to say that
on a guy like Harbaugh. Okay, here I got it pulled up. Sorry. I want to share this clip because this had me seething. Like, you can't just disrespect a guy like that. Okay, everyone can see this, correct?
Yeah. Before you
Yeah.
play it, nothing is worse. Nothing tells you more about a guy's personality than a blazer with an unbuttoned
yes,
shirt underneath.
Yes, dude.
I know exactly who you are if you pull up in that fit.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
If Tyler Loop makes that field goal, is John Harbaugh still here coaching this team?
For a week.
For a week. Okay.
Do you know who you're talking about right now? Do you even think before you do a press conference like that? Disrespecting a first ballot Hall of Fame head coach?
Who won you a Super Bowl?
Could you imagine if Robert Kraft did that about... like, they're on the same level about Bill Belichick. Could you imagine if even the Eagles did that with Sirianni? He won a Super Bowl. What are you doing? He lived in your city. He lived and breathed football. You want to fire him, that's fine. You want to disrespect him by calling him over the phone to fire him after, I don't know how many years he's there, 18, 17 years? Whatever. And then you go and dump on him in a press conference?
Yeah.
Not
and even
cool.
in the response to hiring Mike Tomlin, only if Harbaugh goes to the Steelers, like, it's some sort of like rivalry you want to extend here. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cheap as well. And who is this guy? Like, coming out of nowhere. Like,
I've never seen the Ravens owner ever.
Jerry Jones 2.0 stepping onto the box. Ugh.
Okay, if you were to name 5 people that when you see the Ravens logo you think of, who are the 5?
Lamar, Henry right now. Yeah, definitely Harbaugh. Definitely Harbaugh.
Ray Lewis. I think of Shannon Sharp because I've seen all those clips of him at the... you know what I mean? But it's like, okay, so he's one of the 5? All right, I think he meant something. It's just disrespectful, and I don't like... Coming from the Ravens, too, they're already very unlikable. It's not just me who doesn't like the Ravens, no? Like, I'm sure Aiden hates the Ravens, obviously.
Well, yeah, I was going to say I don't really have a problem with the Ravens at all, actually, but like, I don't know. I've always thought they've had a good organization, good structure,
but they haven't shown it this year.
No, and a big part of what it was John Harbaugh. Yeah, exactly. So I totally agree that it's pretty disrespectful to talk about somebody who's been a huge part. Like you said, we've barely been alive 20 years. Imagine somebody in your life for 20 years and then they're gone and you're like, what did he do? He must have done something. Like, there's no way.
The way I see that this played out is Lamar was done with him.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Lamar was already talking about a contract extension. He's got 3 years on his contract. And he's talking about an extension already. This... if Ryan's listening, he must love this.
Yeah.
Someone other than a Bengals fan tearing into the Ravens organization. You're telling me Lamar, the same guy who was going and high out of his mind, which, whatever, smoke weed, I don't care. Everyone does it. When you're Lamar Jackson, you got to move a little differently. And when you're on your bye week, you can't be stopping at the food truck, baked out of your mind and letting someone record you. Like, DoorDash it, dude. DoorDash it.
Yeah.
And then you're letting him make I think, that's my opinion, all opinion based. I think that's the reason why John Harbaugh is gone. And I think it's the opposite of Belichick versus Brady. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I
You can't be asking for a new contract after 3 years. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm done.
I mean, I think we know why he's doing it. He's been hurt, guaranteed money, blah blah blah. But it's insane to me to lose a head coach who has had so many winning seasons. He's won you a Super Bowl. You're always in the running for it. And like I still feel like the Ravens are right there. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they're far away from the Super Bowl. They're still right there.
Well, let's set the disrespectful parting ways of Harbaugh. Realistically, let's say the owner is presented with, let's say you guys are the owner, and you're asked, okay, move off of Harbaugh or move off of Lamar. Which path are you taking?
I'm taking I have you signed under a contract for 3 years, and John Harbaugh has been here since forever ago. You're going to play those 3 years out, and then we'll see. Is the way I'm playing it. Oh, we have Derrick Henry on the back half of his career. Yeah, you're going to play those years out, and then we'll see how we'll be. That's the road I'm taking. I take neither. Yeah. I take the road of, if you want to sit out, that's fine. We'll trade you.
Aiden, can you entertain?
I will say the honest and harsh truth is...
Harsh is laughing at himself right
The honest and harsh truth is you're going to stick with your franchise quarterback, because I do think it's much harder to find that guy than it is to find the guy to tell him what to do.
Listen, I will answer your question, and you are right. It is the quarterback. But is my answer not better?
It is.
Oh, yeah, I'm not defending this situation at all.
I don't even hate the idea of Jim moving on, and maybe that's just not the piece to your puzzle. Maybe you're missing something else. Maybe he'll fit in nicely somewhere else. It's just the way it just went about is just so disrespectful. And I feel like I've been throwing that word out a lot recently on the podcast. Like, we talked about AJ Brown in the last episode, just being like, where's the class, man? I want to see coaches in suits again, bro. Put the suits back on, dude.
What did this year? Like, I thought last year was kind of crazy with the coaching carousel. This year is like a 16 seed going to the final and March Madness crazy. Like, did you ever think you'd see Harbaugh not wearing a Ravens hat on the sideline? Did you ever think you'd see Tomlin without the
Tomlin one's
Steelers
crazy
hat?
To me?
Did you ever think you'd see Zach Taylor in a Bengals hat still? Did you ever think... You know what I mean? Like,
oh Lord,
it's that crazy. If you were to give me betting odds on who the most likely at the start of the year, the most likely head coach to get fired, and then you showed me all the teams' records in your division, Aiden, your guy would have been minus 1,000. The two that got fired, the Ravens and Steelers head coach, would have been plus 800, and Stefanski would have been plus 750. Like, he won Coach of the Year 3 years ago.
And twice.
It's diabolical. This world is diabolical. Oh.
If you ever think you know a person, you don't, because it's crazy times.
Jake, you asked who's the best coach. Where's the best coaching job? Who's like, where are you fighting over?
You have to say Ravens.
Because you already have the MVP level quarterback?
Because you have everything.
Yeah, I mean, if we remove the Ravens from it, because I do agree that Ravens are a runaway for that question, I'm going Atlanta. I think Atlanta's a sneaky job. I think it's a sneaky job. I'm surprised they even moved off of Raheem Morris the way that the season ended. Winning 4 straight, and the way that they won, and the teams
it's because
they
did
beat.
It twice. And I also heard, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. I also heard that the GM talked up about how much they have to pay Kirk Cousins, and then the ownership didn't know that they were drafting Michael Penix. That's a move that you have to get approval for.
Yeah.
It is. You have to get approval from the owner if you're a GM or you're a head coach on signing off on paying a shit ton of money for Kirk Cousins off an Achilles, and then drafting a guy, what did he go, 6? With your number one pick?
9, I think not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would honestly, I think you guys bring up a great. I would almost argue that the Falcons' job is better. You're in a place where I think there's a little less pressure on you.
100%.
I think the Ravens has some pieces that are getting old. Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews. I think
They
Lamar's
just paid. Bye-bye, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, I think Lamar's a little wonky when he's hurt. The defense is not what it was, and then the Atlanta is kind of on the come up, and they have the weakest division in football. Like, you have a chance to go win your division next year, not with ease, because you are competing, obviously, with all these teams. But you're built for it. It's right there.
Atlanta was out in November and finished with the exact same. They were out. They were out of playoffs. They could not make the playoffs.
Yeah,
they were out in November and finished with the same record as the Panthers, who won it. And think about that.
I think this is kind of a general, I don't know if it's a hot take or not, on everything that we've just talked about. This is like a really rare scenario where you have 4 or 5 head coaches gone in the same year that are all considered high caliber coaches. I think next year, if they're all hired, we could see what's kind of been happening in the NFL, where it's really rotational with these good teams. Like, I could see a team like the Giants or like the Falcons or like the, any team like that, the Saints, moving up because of a coaching hire that dramatically changed what I think are already some decent teams. I think the Giants have a lot of good pieces. I think the Falcons have a lot of good pieces. The Ravens missed the playoffs this year. If they get a good coach that kind of changes the dynamic of the team, they could be back in the playoffs up at the top. I think that we'll see a lot of change again next year, mainly through these coaches changes.
I like that. I mean, we saw it this year with Ben Johnson and Mike. Who's the Seattle head coach?
Mike McDonald.
With a D. Yeah, like.
Oh.
No, that's
I like. They turned around 2 organizations that weren't too great. I mean, the Bears had a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump in them, but you get a new quarterback in Sam Darnold. You get rid of your number 1 DK. Your that defense is elite. They're the second best defense in football. Obviously, I think there's a big gap between 1 and 2, but they're right there, Super Bowl favorites, and that's a lot to do with just coaching. Sorry, Pete Carroll, who obviously won them a Super Bowl at one point, but man's 85.
Do you guys think? This is just all hypothetical. This is like off-season talk. Sorry.
The hypothetical.
Hypothetical. This is all hypothetical. Do you think it's smarter for Mike McDaniels to sit this one out and just go OC for a year?
Yes. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yep.
And I think there's a better job, and you guys are going to call me a homer, but I think it's the Lions.
You know why I think the Lions is a better job? It's because I think it's almost 100% guaranteed of a head coaching job the following year.
Yep. I think the Lions. I think the Eagles are right up there. I think you guys are third, maybe, and then I don't know if we fire our head coach, which is very possible. Then it's maybe us.
Your OC might be on the move too, Jake. Like, both of our OCs might be on the move.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I don't like Joe Brady. He's not very good. He doesn't believe in a true number 1.
Yeah. That's a stats guy, bro. I know this is a little off topic, but I saw this the other day. And
Those
it's just
McDaniels, though. Sorry, go ahead. I'm cutting off a good rant.
Yeah, I saw this going a little off topic, but Have we just given up on kicking field goals, man? Are we just gonna go for it on every fourth down now?
It depends on who you are.
The Chargers did it the other day against the Patriots, and I get it.
The
It's
Chargers
a playoff
should not.
game. It just
I like how they
It's too
bust
much
out the
now.
little graphic on the scoreboard that says ESPN analytics. Go. Oh,
Dude,
Okay,
I'm
wait.
thanks for the
I miss-
information.
I
Aiden,
missed the field goal, bro.
This is kind of a fun exercise that I actually want to do. Let's say you're at the 50-yard line, just to call it even. I'm going to name a team, and you two tell me whether or not they're going for it on fourth. Or no, sorry, you're at the 40-yard line. It's a close-scoring game. And you're telling me if they're going for it on fourth or they're not going for it on fourth. I'll read you the names. You guys tell me yes or no. Ravens.
No,
Bengals.
no,
Browns.
definitely not.
Steelers, no.
No.
I'll just read you the teams who I think are wishy-washy. Texans.
No,
Jags.
no,
I see. I think yes. Bills.
I think Jags, yeah.
yes.
I think Bills, yes.
Patriots.
Yes.
Ooh, no,
Broncos.
yes,
Chiefs.
no.
Chargers.
I pray to God, no.
No. Oh, that line.
The Lions.
Yes,
The Bears.
yes,
The Packers.
yeah. They shouldn't though.
No. I want your opinion on this.
Oh, no, don't.
Okay. The Falcons.
No, no.
Panthers.
I think you've already listed. I think you listed the three teams that. Honestly, I only think two teams should. I think the
Eagles,
Bills.
Rams, and Seahawks and 49ers, I think all should.
I think the Bills should, and I think the Lions can. That's it.
That's it?
I think.
No,
I don't even
Eagles
like the
tush
Lions
push.
doing it, bro. The Eagles I don't mind either. The Eagles and Bills I think are okay.
I think Eagles, Bills is fair. Yeah. Lions, I feel like it's like adding too much flour to a freaking
stop
bread
doing
recipe.
it.
Just, it's enough.
The biggest advantage
enough
the Bills and
slices.
Eagles have is you have two rushing quarterbacks with two elite running backs and two elite offensive lines.
And you can get it either way. You can get it from a tush push if you need to. You can get it from a run if you need to, or you can get it from a scramble.
Yeah,
Or you can get it from a throw, obviously. But you have to be accurate.
It's not even like should they or shouldn't they. I miss the field goals, I think. I just miss the classic football where I'm not sweating a fourth and third and we're on a 30-yard line and I'm like, dude, we could take 3 points and maybe make this a tie game or we can just shoot ourselves in the freaking face and go for it. Yeah, it works sometimes.
But when you don't shoot yourself in the face, how good does it feel?
Like crack, bro. That's why they keep going back for it.
And I like it. I smoked that joint. I wasn't even upset after the Eagles.
Oh.
I wasn't.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, what a tangent. Do we have anything else on head coaching, boys?
I don't think so, no.
I don't think so. I'm going to check real quick to see if there's any movement.
I looked maybe 20 minutes ago. There wasn't, but if you hear something, interrupt me, please. I'm going to move on to Saturday, January 17th, 4:30 in Denver. Oh, boy. Here we go. What do you think, boys? Bills, Broncos.
Denver. See you later, back. See you later, buddy.
Broncos are favored. -105 at home.
That's
the spread
criminal.
is 1.5.
You guys are favored by 1.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay. I was going to say, there's no way that the Broncos should be favored in this game.
It's not by a lot either way.
Still.
Yeah. I mean, if
I
Josh
think
Allen
they're
plays
done.
the way he did against the Jags, I think that's game.
I think
it
they're
does
done.
make me. It makes me nervous. I don't know if you feel this way, Jake, but I enjoy my team being the underdog. Like when I see my team is +3, I'm like, I feel almost a calmness where I'm like, okay, they're almost not expecting us. We're gonna take over this. Like I don't know. Do you agree?
Yeah, can I say something that I've told a couple people, but like haven't said on the show?
Sure.
Okay, calm down, guys. Chill out.
I
We're talking
love my
football here.
mom.
No, the media and everyone was saying, watch out for the Jags, watch out for the Jags. And I said, no, it's the Bills, it's the Bills, it's the Bills. Here, everyone is saying, Bills are big, bad, tough. Watch out for the Bills, watch out for the Bills. Here, I'm like, no, it's Denver. They're a good team. I wouldn't be shocked if they lost this game. You guys were sorry, I say you guys. I mean the media and everyone was like, watch out for the Jags, watch out for the Jags. Here they're saying, watch out for the Bills.
Carson and I were watch out for the Jags. I thought the Jags were going to be a tough matchup.
That's what I'm saying. And it's completely flipped this week where it's like, watch out for the Bills, watch out for the Bills, and I'm like, it's still the Broncos.
I think that that's more on the Broncos even though than it's on the Bills. Theoretically, let's say that Jacksonville won, we'd be playing Denver. I don't think I'd be worried at all.
What doesn't worry you about the Broncos? They've only lost 3 times.
They've lost. They played
I'm not
down,
worried, by the way.
They played down to their opponent. The Texans played the Broncos. We lost on a literal game-winning field goal in a game that they only allowed 15 points with Davis Mills playing 3 quarters. I just don't think that they're that good of a team. Their defense is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Their defense is amazing, but I think Bo Nix is still young. I think that their offense is ill-defined. They don't have a great running game, and they've been winning games in the slimmest margin. It's just like how people don't believe in the Bears to actually go all the way because they're winning games almost miraculously. Like they're keeping it close the entire game, no matter who it is, and then they squeak it out. It's just like the Chiefs. Nobody believed in the Chiefs last year, and they surpassed them in most wins within a single score in a single season. So I just don't believe in them in a time where it's going to get a lot closer.
So I think that's fair. The Broncos' 3 losses this season are the Jags in December, 34-20 at
Playoff
home,
team.
and who we've beaten, and then the Colts in September. The Colts were hot, and then the Chargers in week 3. So week 2, 3, and then week 16, they've lost games.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? You see where I'm. Listen, I'm as big. Like I'm gonna pick the Bills. I'm gonna bet on the Bills. I've already placed my future on the Bills to win the Super Bowl. You can see where I'm a lot more concerned with the Denver going to Mile High versus going to Jacksonville.
Jake, I 100%. I'm right there with you. I think this is a 3-point game, either way. Both of these teams find ways to win, especially in the fourth quarter. I think that's what both of these teams do.
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, Aiden, but I agree with that. Like that, this game is also going to be a 3-point game. But I also thought that the Jags game would be a 3-point game. Either way, I feel like all playoff games are going to be close. If somebody is a 10-point favorite or a 5-point favorite heading into a divisional round, then something is critically wrong with the NFL. My whole thing is that I don't see a scenario where the Bills are not on the positive side of that 3 points in this game compared to the last.
I do think the Bills should be favorites. I think they are the better team. They have the better quarterback. The the biggest thing is I can whoever has the football at the end of the game, I can see winning the game.
I
Where
agree.
it was not the same with Jacksonville. When Trevor Lawrence had the minute and 20 seconds to march down the field, I had zero faith in Jacksonville coming back.
I felt the opposite, but that's
when after Allen scored that touchdown, I thought the game was over. Here, I think it can be done either way.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. I'm going to name a position group, and you tell me who you think has the better position. And I'm going to group defense into one. So I'm sorry, that's how I'm doing it. By the way, we got Greg Rousseau back for this game, and that's a huge piece to our defense. How healthy he is, we'll see. All right, QB.
You guys.
Obviously, Denver.
The Bills.
No, the Bills, yeah.
Wide receiver.
The Broncos.
Broncos.
Running back.
Bills.
Bills.
Tight end.
Bills.
Yeah, Bills.
All right. O-line.
Bills. It's close,
Slightly
though.
to the Bills. It's close.
I think,
it's very close.
Yeah, I think it's close. I think that's an even dead. I think it's a wash.
Me too.
Sure.
I agree.
All right. I lied about the defense thing because I'm going to say secondary because Pat Surtain is that good.
Yes. It's going to be a ground game, I think. It's going to be Cook. It's going to be Allen. And I think it's going to be kind of similar on the other side, too. I think it's going to be Harvey and Nix as well.
I might call that a wash, too, man.
It is.
Bills might honestly have the edge there. They're second, if I'm not mistaken, in total pass defense.
Yeah, we are.
Like that's second to who? Is it the Texans?
Probably. We have a very good pass defense. That's why we beat teams like the Chiefs. And then I guess just the rest of the defense.
I'll go
with
Denver
Greg
there.
Rousseau back, which we haven't had since week 1.
I'll still go Denver
or week
there.
3. Yeah, I agree with that too. So it's a very even game in my opinion. I don't know whatever we said works out to. And then you have to give the edge to the Broncos because they play in Denver 50% of their games, and the air in Denver is an advantage for Bo Nix. He plays in that all the time. I can't remember the last time we played the Broncos in Denver.
It's going to be a shootout. At the end of the day, it's going to be a shootout.
I think it's the opposite.
I think it's the opposite too. I think it's one of the lowest scoring Josh Allen playoff games of his career. Honestly, yeah. I think they're going to
be a lot of James
the
Cook.
run, and so are the Broncos. They're not going to try to throw the ball against that pass defense.
Sorry.
Well, you won't out-throw Josh Allen. You just won't.
I didn't mean high scoring. I just meant I think it's going to be a lot of lead switching.
I agree with that. It's going to be a lot of kicks, and we do have the worst kicker.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's going to play that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, playoff football, baby.
Yeah. Anyways, final prediction on this, boys. Everyone say one. Because it's my team, I'm going to go last here.
I got the Bills 27-24.
I got the Bills. I'll go a little bit lower. I'm going to go 23. I'm going to go 23-17.
I was hoping one of you guys were going to take the Broncos because I'm going Bills. 34-27. I don't know why. All right, let's move on to a fun game, and that is the Saturday night game. San Francisco heads to Seattle for the second time this year.
Third.
Without George Kittle, the money line is obviously on the Seahawks after a much-deserved rest, and the spread is 7.5.
The Niners kind of got done dirty here.
Sorry, 7. Yeah, I agree.
They just played on Sunday and now have a short week.
Well, so did we. You could say, if anything, we got done worse. So
Yeah, you guys have a short. Yeah, that is kind of messed up.
that's the NFL.
-7 is a lot. I was looking at this game spread because I wouldn't be shocked, obviously, if the Niners win this game. And if you take the Niners plus 17, it is the equivalent to taking the Seahawks money line.
That's kind of crazy. These teams have split, by the way, in the regular season. They played in week 1, and then they played in the last week, which is weird. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Let me
crazy.
double check that to make sure.
I think you're right.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's what were the schedule makers doing, eh? That shows you how far the Seahawks have come.
Yeah. Dude, just like we said this in the last episode, but just no Kittle. I don't know if Ricky's back. The
Let me double
defense is
check.
banged.
And I think. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's just the Seattle's defense is so well put together. Like what was the last matchup? It was like 16-3. Like it was not an impressive showing by either team.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could see another game like that, keeping it low scoring.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I think that another thing too is Sam Darnold over the last 2 years and heading into that Rams game was this guy can't play in high pressure moments. He lost the Lions games, 2 Lions games, one to lose the 1 seed, and then they lost the first playoff game, and then he throws 4 picks in the first loss to the Rams this year, and it's this guy can't win in big moments. The last 2 games of the season, he was playing great. Like, he played great against the 49ers. He played great in the back half of that second Rams game to give them the win in overtime. And I feel like now that he kind of has that mental pressure off of him and the media pressure off of him, I think that also has a big difference on how good their offense looks. Whereas, if he didn't have those moments, he looked bad in that Rams game, let's say, the entire game, and he looked bad in that 49ers game, and they lost the division again, then you're not even thinking about it in this game. This is an easy 49ers win, but I think that's big.
Because we're recording this when we are, we don't know, but Fred Warner could be back.
Yeah.
Which is huge for the 49ers. But time will tell.
I mean, I think this is a don't overthink it. I think Seattle's going to win this game.
Yeah, me too.
The defense is better. The offense is pretty on par with the Niners. And they won the most recent matchup. I know it's hard to beat a team again, especially this soon, but they just have the better team. Obviously, like you just mentioned, Carousel, if we see a Sam Darnold who crumbles, we're talking a different game. But I think you're right. I think he got the ghost out of the attic and he's up and aware.
Yeah.
So I'm taking
Give me the
Seattle.
49ers.
Ooh.
There's no ghost out of the attic. That's false. Give me the 49ers. They're the hot team. They just beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
Now that's a tough. I think this is going to be an ugly game. I think it's going to be disgusting.
I do. This is kind of a weird take. I do think the bye almost hinders
That's what I'm thinking.
some of these teams.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Like it might hinder Sam Darnold's performance. Yeah, I know they get to rest and their bodies recover a little bit, but like I think the 2-week gap of playing games, like maybe the lights are too bright again.
Well, and a side
rest
effect.
versus rust.
Yeah, and a little thing that I've never thought about too, and I don't know if you guys have thought about this before, but the bye literally only does help for rest when it comes to the playoff situation because you don't know who you're playing until a week in advance. So you still have the same prep time as the team that's playing you does.
And
but you just have an extra week off.
You can almost calculate who's going to win if you're the team that is like the 49ers could almost predict that they were playing the Seahawks. They couldn't, but they pretty much could. Because if they beat the Eagles and they know they're seeding,
the Niners knew. Yeah. Because the Bears the day before, right?
And you have to assume that Carolina's not going to win, which I think is a very safe assumption at the time. So you can almost predict, okay, we're playing this team for the third time. Give me the 49ers here.
Carson?
I'll take Seattle. I still think that they are maybe the best team in the NFL overall, like on both sides of the ball. But I do think, like you guys said, I think it's going to be similar to the latest matchup where it's just ugly and low scoring. But I'll take Seattle.
Aiden?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Seattle. 7's a lot of points.
Crazy.
I would probably take
against
San
the
Fran
spread.
plus 7.
I'll take Against the spread, I'll take the 49ers, but I'm not taking them outright.
All right, neither of you guys have this game pulled up, do you? Because now I kind of want to do just some fun.
No.
The
Guess the spread.
Oh no, I don't have that one.
Okay, Houston goes to New England. Houston is obviously Carson's team. What do you guys think the spread is?
I think New England plus 2.5. Or 3.5.
I was gonna say New England plus. Dude, that's a 2.5 is pretty good. I definitely, it has to be more than 1.5. Yeah, I'd go 2.5.
Houston plus 3.5. Houston money lines plus 150.
Wow, we're favored.
No, you're plus.
No,
you're
plus.
Plus. Okay, my bad.
Carson, before I know you're going to want to go on a big rant. I'm going to say I'm with you on this. I think you guys take care of this team.
In ways, I was more nervous about the Steelers game than I would be about this one. But in other ways, I'm more nervous about this game than I would be about the Steelers game, if that makes any sense at all. But it's just the opposite sides of the ball. Steelers offense, I was not worried in the slightest. 6 points, I would have guessed that's exactly what they would have put up because they don't have an offense that's good enough to face that defense. But I was worried about their defense because their defense is good. This side of the ball, or in this Patriots game, I don't know how good the Patriots defense really is in a playoff environment.
They've beaten 3 teams above 500.
Yeah,
and one of them was in the playoffs.
Have they faced playoff teams yet? I don't know. And then the other side of it is, well, the Texans defense is obviously elite, but also the Patriots offense is way better than the Steelers offense by a long shot. So there's more pressure on the offense to do things in this game. What I will say is Chargers defense isn't as good as us, and they held them to 16.
Not even close.
And they had 6 sacks.
Yeah.
5 sacks?
And
5 sacks.
And May is the second most sacked quarterback this year. I think that, the whole getting rid of the ghost thing, or getting rid of the first game playoff jitters, sure, that's out the window. Oh wait, no, it's not, because there's a double fucking window, or it's an indoor window, because that's
you guys need to get out of the second round. Is your issue?
Yeah, we have never made it past the divisional round in Texans history, but I want to speak on something in regards to records. Most straight wins in Texans history. Most wins in
As
Texans
opposed
history.
to what?
No, it's the longest.
No, this is
sorry,
what they
it's the
did this
longest
year.
active winning
Oh.
streak in Texans history.
Most straight wins as opposed to what? Little comedy for us. My bad.
Okay, 9 straight wins, most in Texans franchise history. Make that 10 actually, and then, oh jeez, fuck, most single season wins, single season wins. First playoff road win, which is big for Texans franchise history. So I don't know.
First
they're
one
doing
for
things.
Allen too.
They're doing things that are, unique to the franchise history. So I could see it happening. And it's Drake May's second year with the first year with Vrabel. It's possible that they kind of play a little shaky like they did in that Chargers game, and it ends up close. It's all about the offense in this game, to me. The defense is going to show up. The defense is going to keep you in the game, but they're not going to keep you in it like they can with the Steelers or with the Broncos even. So the
Your
offense
defense
has
is
to
far
generate
better
something.
than theirs, man. Your
It
defense
is.
is miles ahead.
It is. The Patriots, in my opinion, don't have that great of a defense, but they have a good enough one to stop the Texans offense. You know what I mean? That's where I'm a little scared. But
I think you guys have comparable offenses.
offenses?
Yes.
No, it's not even close. Patriots' offense is
Yeah, I
9
think-
times better.
The Pats have had pretty good offense.
I don't
this
think
season.
so. I think dude, Drake May's nickname is the schedule.
His nickname is Drake May, actually.
His nickname is the schedule.
Drake May.
All right, when they lose to the Texans, agree to call him the schedule.
I will not. But the Texans are my Super Bowl favorites currently, so I will obviously be taking the Texans against the Pats.
I will be too heavily. I think it's not even close.
Scores?
Wow.
I think the Texans have an offensive coming out party, 27-10.
Whew. I'm going to go
I'm
Texans. Sorry, go
high
ahead.
on your Texans.
I got Texans 23-17.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. I'll take the Texans. I don't think it's going to be.
You didn't think you were going to beat the Steelers by that much.
Fuck. I'll go in the same kind of boat as you, Jake. I'm going to say 27, but I think Patriots are going to score more. I'm going to say 27-21 Texans.
3
That's
touchdowns
fair.
against the Texans.
I think they're going to be
All right.
blown over the top. Like deep misassignment touchdowns.
The Horny Hornets will swarm again.
I shouldn't have mentioned that, man. I thought that was going to be cool. You guys come on
Sorry.
with Horny Hornets.
It's kind of a fire name, no? I think Jay cooked. I think he cooked with it.
Okay, let me ask you this. If the Texans win the Super Bowl this year, will you agree to a Horny Hornets tattoo?
Oh, God, no. What? How does that benefit me?
How would it? All you have to get is a hornet. It's the little hornet.
That says Horny Hornets.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. If you could guarantee them to win the next 2 Super
If
Bowls.
the Texans win, I get a demotion.
No. If you can guarantee the Texans to win the next 2 Super Bowls, would you get Horny Hornets tattooed wherever you want? You can be on your ass cheek if you want.
No.
Bro, I would get horny
Sorry,
hornets
guys.
on my ass cheek for the Bengals to win 2 Super Bowls. Are you kidding me?
I think they're going to win it this year. I really do. but this is going to be the
We're not in the
hardest
playoffs.
game. Yeah, good one.
Wake up, Carson. Davis Mills is still coaching or still quarterbacking your team. It's all a dream.
Oh no.
All right. Let's move on to the Sunday night game. I think this is a stinker for a Sunday night game. Because of what we have the rest of the week, I think it's a stinker. Rams head to Soldier Field to play the Bears. Do you guys agree with me? Do you think this is one of the...
You know
do you think
what?
this is the worst game?
I think the opposite. I think
this is the best?
I think this is going to be the most entertaining game out of all of these games.
I do think it's going to be the highest scoring.
Yeah, that as well.
Wow. All right, I said this before the other one, so I'll say it here. The spread is 4.5, and the Rams are favored minus 200 money line.
Yeah. 4.5. 4.5 is respectable. I mean, I'm taking the Rams. I mean, I think we all probably are.
Yeah.
I still don't trust the Bears, which is crazy because they're in the divisional, so good for them. But it's MVP Matthew Stafford versus Caleb. After all that, Williams. Scores? Just silence? Good podcasting.
34-10 Rams.
Wow.
I think the Rams are going to blow them out of the water. The Bears basically already won their Super Bowl. Is that crazy to say?
I think the score difference is pretty dramatic, yeah. Aiden?
I have the Rams. I'm gonna go 34-27 for the Rams.
I'm gonna go 31-28.
How many of those points for the Bears are scored in the fourth quarter?
Almost all of them.
Okay. Then there you go.
I'm going 31-27 Bears. Bears. I'm going with the Bears.
Oh my god! So if
Rams
the Bears
look
win, you're gonna
shaky,
get that Horny
man.
Hornets tattoo?
No.
Fair enough.
Oh, man. No, yeah, I do
don't
think
have
the
much
Bears
to say on this game.
Squeal it out, but I do think it's going to be the most entertaining game too. I actually do.
Yeah, I do think there'll be a lot of passing yards, a lot of rushing yards. It depends on the weather too in Soldier
The fourth
Field.
quarter in that game is going to be crazy. If it's like the Bears have been and the Rams have been, like it's going to be an intense
I
game.
think it's going to be entertaining.
I feel the opposite.
All right, fellas. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we cap off the divisional?
It may or may not snow on Sunday in Chicago. Doesn't look like it's very likely.
All right, I have $64.29 left in the account. After discussing these games, I have now made a parlay for the upcoming 4 games, all spread.
Mm-hmm.
I took the Broncos plus 4.5, the 49ers at plus 13.5. The odds on this is insane. The fact that the amount of disrespect the Niners have gotten is insane. The Texans plus 3, that's easy. And the Bears plus 7.5. Pays out $370.
Don't place it.
It's already been placed.
All right. I want your guys' favorite touchdowns and favorite touchdown scorers, and we'll make a parlay out of it.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna swing big here, guys. I'm gonna go Jaden Higgins. I think that the Texans offense will have a little bit more momentum coming off of a rough week against the Steelers. he's going to be the number one because Nico Collins isn't going to be there, so he's going to be in for a lot of snaps. And Christian Gonzalez, the corner for the Patriots, most likely not going to be playing in this game as well with a concussion. That means no number one corner, a lot more targets, a lot more plays. I'm going to give him a touchdown in this one.
Higgins tutty, eh?
Yeah.
James Cook. You know why.
Oh. Damn, I'm gonna take AJ Barner. Give me the tight end, Seattle.
Jake, you don't like that one?
You don't like
No.
that one? Fine. I'll take
No,
Brock
I-
Purdy.
I like it.
Give
I
me
like
Brock Purdy.
rushing
I
touchdown.
already get AJ Burner. You already.
Brock Purdy rushing touchdown.
How much
Can
is
we
it?
agree on one
Oh.
thing?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Puka Nakua.
Yeah.
Are we just dialing this thing up with 100 of them? Yeah, I'm done.
All right, that's a 4-leg parlay.
I'm
That's
joining
plus 3,486, and we got James Cook, Jaden Higgins, AJ Barner, Puka Nakua, 4 legs. I'm gonna place 15 on it to win $500. So
you. Will you allow me to change one thing though?
you can
I
change
want-
whatever you want.
I want Josh Allen instead of James Cook.
Don't hate it. They're I believe they're pretty similar on the odds, so I don't.
Both minus 115, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't change much.
All right.
All right. I
Anything
don't
else?
have anything else for you boys.
Me neither.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is it.
Sweet. Where can everyone find us?
Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all at the Huddle Podcast. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, watch the clips, share the clips.
Colby Parkinson.